It's a little bit better. Just bring it a bit more up. It's escaping me. I think that'll probably about do it. No. It's a little bit better. But we'll find out. Because it's time to make a getaway. Got myself a glass of milk. Think I'm ready to go. Just gonna be waiting for some peoples. It is time. I want to be a lot earlier, but I tend to not get what I want. Da 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 ra ra da ra 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 da ra ra sa da 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 ra ra da ra ra. Stop yawning me! Stop yawning, you've had your sleep. Nothing to be tired about. Nothing to be tired about. We will make our escape, and it will be grand and glorious. This is insane. Oh, that's right. I got to do something real quick. Before there we are. Why not? No, 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 no. Mama, mama, baby, don't hurt me. Whoa. Well, anyways, how's it hanging, everybody? It's your boy Lobo here, bringing you some more Call of Cthulhu. Now, we are in Chapter 5. We are in the Riverside Institute. When we last left off, we were trying to uncover the mystery behind the Hawkins family. We explored the Hawkins manor. We met up with the old keeper who guards the whole manor and whatnot, keeps it nice and tidy. We found an underground channel, and found out that there's a cult under there. Just to find out the leader of that cult turns out to be Charles Hawkins himself. Now, we managed to escape, sort of, with the death of Bradley, but unfortunately, or fortunately, whichever one you want to take it upon, Bradley's alive, and we woke up in an institute. Now we're trying to escape with the help of some nurse. I think her name was Lisa. I don't remember. But we're trying to find our way to escape. So we managed to progress just a little bit. We got captured, I think, once or twice, which was unfortunate, but what can we do? So now we're going to try to see if we can escape the manor, the institution. Get out of this kooky loony bin. Sorry I'm late. There was business I had to attend to. If you had my tweet. If you saw the tweet. Excuse me. But yeah. This is going to be crazy. I was going to decide to do some overtime today, but I decided not to. So let's go. Let's enter madness. So yeah, we managed to escape here and found this area. With that, we found some bolt cutters. Yeah, we have to escape. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this camera on the lower left-hand side, so that way I can see my objective. I think this would be a better place to put it, right? This would probably be a better place. Yeah, I can see most of what's going on, what they say. So yeah. Okay, so I see Bradley being disemboweled by this man again. Was he really Charles Hawkins? My running away, the rock fall, being made prisoner under the rocks. Did someone tend to find me? Bradley is alive. What is this place? Some sort of asylum? They took a man and Bradley is alive. A woman has come to free me. She works here as a doctor. She says that she was sent by Bradley, that she was to create a diversion to distract the guards so that I would get on the floor above unnoticed. Can I trust her? In the cell of the patients, they forcibly removed the same symbol, repeated over and over again, a star with some kind of branch on its center. The most astonishing thing is that the poor wretch was visited by Sarah Hawkins. What was their relationship? If I find him, will I learn more about the death of this enigmatic woman? Dr. Colden's plan did not work. Another doctor, perhaps her superior, called her. She had to go upstairs without me. The guards are still in the front door, and I'm in no condition to fight. I must find a way to create a diversion. I got two possibilities to create a diversion that will allow me to go to the floor unnoticed. The electric machine or the gas piping system. One or the other should allow me to create enough chaos for the guards to leave their posts. I've discovered a strange electric machine. It links two vats filled with translucent liquid in which huge organs are floating to the power-up system that runs to the dentist's chair. I've got no idea what it's used for, but if I can overload it, it might create a diversion. One of the inmates is ready to help me if I help him find some sleeping pills. In exchange, he swears to me that he will draw the attention of the member of the asylum staff who's on guard in front of the morgue. There's an installation that seems to supply the whole complex with gas. The cells are fitted out so that it is a continuous feed. If I can get enough pressure, I could be able to something and create a diversion. God, I cannot see nothing here. So I gotta create a diversion. Alright, you know what? I'm going to actually put my camera back up top because this is infuriating. I'm just gonna have to keep it on the upper right and bear with my objectives. So I know what I gotta do. So this is what I have right here.
This lever must turn on the gas machine.
Okay. Let's pop that open. Okay, so from there we could be able to escape, I guess. So go ahead and activate the pipes.
The piping hasn't burst. This valve controls the pressure.
So we can do this. Maybe. I think we turned it off.
There's nothing happening.
Nope. Yeah, we turned it off. Okay, so let's turn this back up. Okay. Oh, there's more pressure. Okay, there's more valves to find. Okay, I didn't notice. So here's the link right here. We still got to get it. Still got to get it up just a little bit more. Oh. Wait. There we go. All right. So I'm guessing we still got to find more of the pipes. But let's see what's in here. Memo to this Dr. Fuller. I've repaired your machine as best as I can. However, the piping has been damaged and I fear that the gas is escaping. I cannot do any more in such a short time. All I can do is to warn you. If the equipment is put too much pressure, there's a risk of explosion. Allen, the mechanic. Alright, so we have to cause the pipes to burst. Oh. Oh, we gotta find another valve. So we could either start with the electric chair or do this. So far so good, but we have to find more of the pipes. What the hell is down there? And so far we are causing some progress, but not enough. Let's turn on this pressure right here. Yep. Okay, so we just gotta be mindful of where we're at. Pressure's not even going up all the way. Is it because I gotta find that last one? I gotta find that last area. Nothing here worth looking for? No valves. Okay, let's see if we can find another way out of here. Oh, really? Oh, this is what we used to escape, I think. Oh, this is the administration's office.
You'll find me. You can see me.
Let's calm down.
No, no.
Pain is just information, dear Francis. Invaluable information for my research.
Oh, jeez.
Kill me.
What?
If you don't kill me, he will.
My poor friend, I fear your mind is lost forever.
Holy shit. Okay, so we gotta find the other valve. And the only way to do that... I'm surprised these guys just don't come here just unnoticed and be like, hey, why is this door randomly open? Oh shit. Alright, so last week incident caused significant damage to the infrastructure, putting a stop to the current experiments. This is unacceptable. Oh my god, are you kidding me, TV? From now on, the wheels are to operate, must be kept in the storage room after each use. You must keep the registration up to date. So they're in the storage room. This is the storage room, correct? This is the storage room, no?
It's done. Now for the others.
Wait. What's done? What did I do? Oh, I just gotta follow the pipe. Okay. Follow the wire? Ouch. You are a bit crazy, my good sir. Yep. You're having a fun time, it seems like. Okay, so I just gotta find that. It operates this, okay. So if I find the green... so I just gotta find the other three. Okay. One of them is in here.
Theoretically, I've only got one lever to push.
Theoretically, you can tell by the... Oh, shit. You only got one more line to... You only got one more to push, bro. It's in here. Okay. Oh. Oh, so I already did this. Okay. Well, what do you mean you got one more to push? Shit. Okay. Deal with that nonsense. And this is the last lever.
I can still increase the load.
Oh, there's still one more. The blue cable. Where's the fuck is the blue cable? I didn't see the blue. Duh.
All the levers are activated.
So let's cause that malfunction then.
That should draw the attention of the guards. I should hide.
Damn it! What's going on? Is there somebody? Gotta let Fuller know. You can bet he'll blame us.
Let's go, go, go. Alright, we made it. All we had to do is pull levers. Oh, jeez.
Doctor,
Francis Sanders.
is that you?
Don't you worry about the doctor. Right now, he'll have plenty to keep him busy with his precious machine. It gives us time to get away. I'll undo you.
Get away? Get away where?
Huh?
I can't go anywhere. It'll find me, like it found me here.
It's...
Mistaken about the beast. Don't stay with me, or you'll end up the same way.
What do you mean? Oh man, I don't have enough medical profession.
You're Sanders, aren't you? I heard you for myself. What did they do to you? What does Fuller want with you?
The doctor? You think it's the doctor who scares me?
Kind of.
But he's the one who's crazy. He wants to restore my sight. He wants to give me back my eyes. And yet I told him that I didn't want him.
What the?
I do not want to see it anymore.
See what?
Pretty Sarah. Her and her accursed paintings.
You're kidding me. You're talking about Sarah Hawkins.
That's weird.
The one and only. The legendary. There is no artist more enlightened or cursed than Sarah Hawkins.
Really? See...
In her office, I saw signs of a ritual,
I didn't...
perhaps an invocation. These things, that's what makes you say she's cursed.
You're wrong. It was not an invocation, but a revocation.
What?
But she failed. And that's what counts.
What's going on this island?
I'm so sorry. that we should never have met.
What do you
What are you
mean?
talking about?
Destiny! It has trapped you.
Don't.
Let it see you, or you won't be able to escape it. Don't look at it. That's how it finds you.
Okay.
What finds me?
Sarah Hawkins' visitor. The Shambler.
Sanders,
The
pull
Shambler.
yourself together.
Without her, it's no longer possible to save me. No!
Sanders!
What the fuck?
What the hell?
Oh my god! Oh, my time.
Insane. What killed him?
Okay, well, now I gotta go. Oh, fucking hell, don't do that. Oh shit, I think. Oh no, oh no. I'm infected by the gas. Shit. Oh,
Damn!
shit.
The gas!
I should have turned off the gas.
My head.
Later. We need to move on.
How are you still alive? Pierce woke up in an asylum installed in the cellars at the Riverside Institute. He met Dr. Colden, a female friend of Bradley, who helped him to escape. Wandering through the corridors of this place where Dr. Fuller reigned supreme, Pierce was able to talk to the man called Francis Sanders. Before dying in full view of the detective, he accused Sarah Hawkins of being the cause of his torments. Pierce finally left this accursed building, accompanied by Bradley and Colden. The companions in misfortune decide to use Hawkins' mansion as a hideout. What the fuck was going on there? What the... Ew, what the... What? What? Oh, that. Please tell me that's just a normal squid. That's gotta be a normal squid, right?
Who goes there?
Jesus.
That nightmare again. I need a drink.
You don't need shit. How about you stay sober? Anyways, finally reached the stairs that led to the first floor of the Riverside Institute, but on the way I inhaled some gas that was leaking from the damaged pipe and I passed out. I remember Bradley, alive, really, who was talking to me, and I came to the Hawkins mansion. I must understand what I'm doing here and what happens next. So that, I could have avoided breathing the gas and fainting if I would have closed the pipes, which should have been my first objective, but I saw the freaking levers and I guess that was the first thing. So now we got 6 points in our character progression. So I kind of want to go for strength. I don't know how I don't have enough medical and occultism yet, which is odd. Amateur. What should I go for? We boosted our investigation, so that's good. I could go for psychology. I'll go for psychology. So far, I'm shaken. The ordeals you have gone through have left their mark, but you still manage as best as you can. You keep your mind busy in order to chase away doubts and painful memories. You still have a way to go. Who knows where your mind could lead along the paths of insanity. So, I'm gonna be slowly drifting to insanity, probably, by the end of this. Depending on my sanity, it will probably lead to a different ending, question mark? The weirdness of Francis's death went far beyond anything Pierce had ever seen. Lifting his feet off the ground by an invisible force, the poor man's body was carried in the air before being thrown violently against the bars of his hiding place. Pierce, powerless, watched as the limbs break and Sandler's body crumbled during the long events of agony. The detective saw nothing that could explain this event. Weakened by his wounds in the operation he could not remember undergoing, Pierce begins to question his ability to tell the difference between reality and the nightmares that haunt him. Shit has been going on. Charles Sanders is alive. Despite its crude and deformed appearance, this thing looked like Hawkins. He attacked Bradley after he recognized him. What could have happened to Charles on the night of the fire? I've never seen major burns victims in such a state. Something is not right. And Marie at Colden. Female friend works as a practitioner in the Riverside Institute. She had figured out long before I arrived the Fuller was involved in the illegal activities. She wants to shed light on the nature of his experiments and believes that helping me to solve the Hawkins case could advance her own investigation. Deceased. Francis knew Sarah Hawkins so well that he accused her of being the source of his suffering. The man gouged out his own eyes with his hands and smeared the walls of the cell with aerostatic symbols. He seemed so obsessed with the shambler linked to Sarah Hawkins before he died before my eyes in circumstances I cannot explain. And we got some notes and this lantern. The hurricane lamp. Whoop. I want a drink. Things are not going out so well. Sup, peeps?
Mr. Pierce, how do you feel?
Like shit.
Did I sleep long?
The day is only starting. It's fine.
How's our fugitive? Dr. Fuller hasn't reported your disappearance to the force, but that'll come soon.
Bradley?
Who else would it be?
Mr. Pierce, are you all right? You look like you saw a ghost.
Well, no shit.
There are things I can't explain.
Tell us. What happened?
Alright, so... shit, I don't have... Alright.
I have flashbacks. They haunt me.
What did they do to you?
Haunting.
There was that Dr. Fuller. And a nurse. Blood everywhere. My legs. Pain. I couldn't bear it. I was screaming. They injected me with something. I woke up at the Institute. Bradley was there.
And how you scared us. You seemed... demented.
You likely woke up during the anesthesia. No wonder those memories haunt you. What in God's name were they doing to you?
What happened afterwards?
When I woke up the second time, I was in a padded cell. That's where you found me, Doctor. After you released me, I got a good look at what's in store for the patients of the Riverside Institute. Hallucinogenic gas pumped into the cells. An infernal machine. Horrific medical experience.
Ah, man, if I could have damaged the
Dr. Fuller would never do
pipes.
such a thing.
You should believe it, Ethan. What Mr. Pierce saw is precisely what I've been trying to prove. Did you discover anything else?
Talked.
What I'm sure of now is that the Hawkins case isn't just an accident.
Yes.
And what brings you to that conclusion?
The fact that Charles Hawkins survived the fire.
I don't understand. Mr. Hawkins was buried.
That's what he would have
All right.
to believe.
I have a hard time believing you.
You were there, Bradley. You even opened fire on him.
I'd remember that.
Why would he fake his own death? Do you think he covered up his wife's murder?
That's possible.
Seems hard to swallow. Don't you have anything more concrete, Pierce?
I found a Darkwater PD badge. Lost a colleague recently?
What the...
Bradley.
Ethan?
I'm all right. I just had a It's gone.
You're sure?
If it's important, it'll come back. But I can't explain why Dr. Fuller would have that badge.
The man's a danger, believe me.
What can we do, Pierce?
Let's see. Let's hold the sign college.
Pretty well.
It's a tiny island. Everyone knows everyone. Especially since I'm a police officer and Marie's a doctor.
The chemistry is obvious.
I do seem a little bit stupid, don't I? Anyway,
Oh,
let's get back to the business at hand.
they have a thing for each other.
Bradley, what do you remember?
I don't understand your question.
The night we went into the Hawkins mansion. You don't seem to remember the tunnels and what occurred there.
No memory of going down any tunnel. No, we were in the manor, then,
Then what?
the rest is quite blurry. I don't recall how I came back home.
Interesting.
I went to visit you at the hospital and called on Marie's help to get you released.
And you don't remember the events of the tunnel?
I don't. Let's talk about something else.
Okay, fine. Just noticing that there's a cobweb slowly flying to your face. Let's talk to Calden. Let's go for
Given
this.
the energy he pours into Riverside, I presume it was Fuller's creation.
Like, this is crazy.
His father was to be correct. He was a surgeon on board the Scylla. He founded the hospital in 1904 with funds from the Hawkins family before he died and his son Thomas Fuller took over.
Two families inextricably linked.
Yep.
Most island families are that way. Captain Fitzroy's father was also a seaman aboard the Scylla.
Powerful families dominating everything.
Yes, and as you could tell, Dr. Fuller is like some crazed emperor.
He wouldn't be happy if he knew we were snooping around.
I know the risks. I don't fear him. Do you
Good
wish to
on
know
ya.
anything else?
Dr. Fuller seems to be leaving a trail of corpses. Not to mention those strange machines, chains, and tools of all kinds.
And can we talk about that
I
demon
can tell you
entity
what
that
pieces
just
of business-
slowly killed Sanders?
What I saw was more akin to torture than medicine.
Yeah.
Do you even hear what you're saying? Dr. Fuller is highly respected.
It's the truth, Ethan. And I'll prove it to you. I'm listening, Mr. Pierce.
Alright.
I found a file bearing Sarah Hawkins' name in the Institute's basement.
It makes sense.
Yep.
A powerful family like the Hawkins had the means to hide such a disgrace.
But everyone knows the Fullers have been taking care of the Hawkins for at least a generation. And all were aware of Mrs. Hawkins' fragility.
Perhaps, but no one would allow a psychiatric internment.
Nope.
From what I read in the file, Fuller used her as a subject of his experiments.
I don't remember
Sanders
that.
And Sarah Hawkins, subjects of Dr. Fuller. Why those two?
I don't know, but
I met a Francis Sanders. Do you know him?
Of course, he's a patient. Or was. I haven't seen him since Dr. Fuller had him transferred to the basement.
well,
Knew Sarah Hawkins. And that's what killed him.
How did he die?
I'm not sure I can explain it.
Tell me how Mr. Sanders died.
I didn't see
give him the
but something was there
give her the
with
truth.
us.
Of what do you speak?
Sanders said it was Sarah Hawkins' visitor. He spoke of
I'm
it
guessing this is
a
the
living
the
being.
thing that
Sarah Hawkins.
my cousin was talking about.
This makes no sense. I don't see how it can help crack the Hawkins case.
You really think she's involved? How could she have murdered Mr. Sanders?
Francis Sanders mentioned Mrs. Hawkins just before dying. It's no coincidence.
You know,
No.
Francis Sanders was a well-known art collector. I guess you can still pay a visit to his wife, Irene Sanders.
Ooh,
An art collector, you say? That's probably how they met.
If you plan on having dinner at the Sanders household, please spare the widow the tale of her late husband's suffering.
I don't know. She deserves the truth.
But that truth may be biased. We don't know the bottom of it.
It's better to confront the truth.
He's right. We can't ignore the truth.
But it could drive her mad.
Better madness than ignorance. Very well. I'll go to see Francis's widow.
Yeah, I'm gonna give her the
Perhaps I'll
truth.
find
It's
a link
it's
between her
kind of
husband's
wrong
death
to hide
and
it.
Sarah Hawkins.
Don't end up in the hospital this time.
I'll do my best.
I'll try, bro.
Let us go now and learn the truth about what's happening on this island.
The other night's events are still confused in my head.
Alright. So, we got ourselves an objective. We gotta talk to the widow. Excuse me, my brain is all meh. But good God, this guy, of course. It's always with asylums where we have the creepy, kooky doctors who think they know what's right for the patients, and instead they just try to freaking kill everyone in... They just want to do experiments on them. It's just how their thing is. Okay, so Dr. Fuller reigns as the undisputed master of the Riverside Institute of his cellars, in which he carries out illegal experiments on his patients. I don't know what he has done to me, but I shouldn't be back on my feet so soon after my fall when the tunnels under the Hawkins mansion caved in. Man is dangerous, and I swear that he knows more about all this business than he's willing to tell.
I know, right?
Yeah. So strictly speaking, I don't spend much time in the hospital. When I woke up, I was immediately transferred to the cellars of the Institute, a sort of clandestine asylum where Dr. Fuller carried out his experiments on patients without being troubled. Unknown machines sit beside the anatomical drawings that are disturbing, to say the least. I have managed to escape from this place. May have not found as much luck another time. And now we got occult stuff. Sleeping cultists. They laid out on this frozen stone. One would say they are dead, but their bodies do not decompose, and they are some form of coma. One thing is for sure, these men were subjected to a type of treatment that changed their physical characteristics. I'm not sure we could still call them men. Oh, that was during the time in the tunnels where we saw those men lying down. Alright, so let's get the fuck out of here, shall we? Let's leave and pay a visit to the temple. So Pierce, Colden, and Bradley team up to solve up the Sarah Hawkins case. They have a new trail to follow. Francis Sanders, an art collector and friend of the painter who died right in front of him, Pierce. The detective goes to his wife in order to speak to his widow about the shambler and the unfortunate man mentioned before he died. That sucks, man. So I'm guessing we're going to some sort of museum because I guess that's where they live, question mark? But all this stuff is really, really interesting. Like, oh, man. It's so exciting. I might not seem excited because I keep yawning, but that's sleep exhaustion and stuff.
What can I do for you, sir?
Mrs. Sanders?
Yes.
I'm a private detective. We must talk about your husband and his ties to Sarah Hawkins. Can I come in?
You may. However, before we go any further, please know that my husband died yesterday.
That is precisely what brings me here.
Ah, shit, cat.
Look who's here. You know each other.
We met briefly. Time enough to iron out a few matters. The brave detective has a talent for sticking his nose into my business.
I bump into her every time I'm investigating someone's death.
It's a small island, detective. My island.
Ooh.
It's better that it's you bumping into me.
You're investigating Francis' death. Why? Who hired you?
I spoke to Francis before he died. His story suggests a link to a case I'm working on.
Well, since this business has got nothing to do with me, I'll be in your husband's office, Irene. We'll carry on later.
Very well, Miss Baker. This way, Mr. Pierce. And do make yourself comfortable. It would seem that you have much to tell me.
Yes, I do. Indeed. You're not gonna want to hear this, but...
May I inquire as to when you had the opportunity to talk to my husband?
Yesterday, I met him at the hospital. He spoke to me about Sarah Hawkins.
Oh,
Yeah.
of course he spoke to you about her. That's all he talked about. Sarah Hawkins and her paintings. Please forgive my tone. The fact is that I have not been allowed to see him since he was interned. You, on the other hand, a perfect stranger, were able to see him and even talk with him the day he died. How was he? Were you present when he had this attack? What happened?
Okay, so first off,
what happened to your husband is terrible, Mrs. Sanders. But from what I saw, it was inevitable. The man I met yesterday had lost his reason. He suffers no longer, if you would allow me such a platitude.
Of course. Thank you for your kind words. Nobody in that hospital would have deigned to speak them to me. However, it will require more than that to soothe my mind. I'll need to understand. How could this happen? In a reputed institute? And right before your eyes? Did you not do anything to help him?
alright. Okay, so let's...
Mrs. Sanders, I understand your grief, and I extend my deepest condolences to you. But I had nothing to do with the death of your husband. I've just arrived on Darkwater. I'm investigating the death of the Hawkins family.
The death of the Hawkins family? You mean it was not an accident? This accursed island knows only tragedy after tragedy. You too would be advised to flee it like the plague. Oh, I'm tired, Mr. Pierce. I would be grateful if you could tell me what you expect of me, and then leave.
Let's go with the unlocked answer.
Did your husband talk to you about Sarah Hawkins' visitor? A shambler, to use his precise terms.
Well, you can imagine that's all he talked about. It's exhibited at the center of the gallery. No better place for the painting that endowed him with the privilege of such a shameful and miserable end to his life.
Hold on. The Shambler is a painting by Sarah Hawkins.
Who else to paint such horrors? Take a look for yourself, if you feel so inclined.
It is my only lead at this stage. I suppose I have nothing to lose.
Except my
Then you
life?
paid no heed. For my part, I refuse to set foot in that gallery again. But if you're so eager to see it, I would urge you to make the most of your visit. Because I count on ridding myself of that thing as soon as I can.
Thank you, Mrs. Sanders. I won't be long.
Alright, Mrs. Sanders. Before that, I'm gonna be a little bit nosy and take a look at this
The
portrait.
Shambler came into the Sanders' lives.
Whoa. Whoa. We're doing this now? Chill. Hang on. Alright, so the Shambler is a painting. Irene doesn't seem to know what she hates the most. Sarah Hawkins or her work. Shush! The fact remains that she accuses her of costing her husband sanity. He apparently gouged out his own eyes under the influence of the painting. I must see it. It's the key to the gallery is probably in the office. Oh boy. We're gonna have to talk to this one. Oh boy. Oh boy. Boy boy. It's clear that she holds Sarah Hawkins responsible for the death of her husband. But what I don't know is... Ow. Okay, can you stop? That was weird. My freaking headset was acting funny. Alright, giving up hope on her husband long before his horrid death in the cellars. Okay, so we got ourselves some stuff. Some knowledge.
Did she really care for him after all?
Dear Madam, I acknowledge the receipt of the letter in which you demand the husband of your deceased demand the body of your deceased husband. Jesus. I'm sorry to inform you that I cannot agree to return his body to you. At this moment, his intern, he signed a discharge, allowing me to dispose of the body as I see fit. Wow. Letter of refusal. So let's go ahead and go into dock mode. Okay, so
Francis Sanders and Sarah Hawkins were close. Friends, even? A house of artists. A house of artists.
A house of art?
Sanders' accession register. He wrote beside the Shambler. Finally. What did Sarah Hawkins fear so much that she didn't want to sell the painting? He finally won. Was Sanders aware of his imminent doom? She didn't want Sanders to have the painting. She must have felt devastated. Was she jealous of Sarah Hawkins?
Alright, what else do we have?
The Shambler. I need to see it.
Oh. Okay, well, that can happen. Progression! In her office, she said. So I'm guessing here. Nope. Side strafe. Side strafe. I'm just gonna be nosy and open up all your stuff, lady. I hope you don't mind.
Let's see what this cylinder has to say once it's inserted in a phonograph.
Huh, okay, well, we can hold on to that. Sonograph.
Irene, I made a mistake. I fear that it might be too late for me. Nobody should answer, except to burn everything. I never had the courage. Pay somebody to do it. Behind my eyelids. Each time I shut my eyes.
Why is there music inside the son? Was he listening to music when he made that sonograph?
I can't take anymore. I can't hold him back. Forgive me.
That accursed gallery. Those accursed paintings. That accursed Sarah.
Francis Sanders cylinder. Is there nothing else? Okay, so let's go deal with that some other time. It's not here, which means I'm just gonna put this lighter and just I admire these paintings. It's so beautiful. And I'm guessing that's the Shambler right there. Let's have some alone time, sweetheart. How you? Oh, that's the Shambler. Anyways. More medicine progression!
A strange Amerindian pendant.
How does he know it's Amerindian? Occultism! The whale and the cod. Some
Strange.
stuff.
For months, Sarah Hawkins refused to part with her painting. to finally give it away for nothing.
Dear Francis, I beg you to give up all hope of ever owning this cursed painting. If our friendship has any meaning to you, please spare me the weight of your guilt. I cannot be the architect of your fall. I beg you, my dear friend, forget the Shambler. Sarah Hawkins. So she's really hell-bent on not letting him get it.
Another volume of the Reverend's wife's diary.
This volume spends some time on Reverend Wickham's community. His wife expresses his worries about the strange dreams that the Reverend's congregation are having since their arrival on the island. Some of the members of the community of her husband, her included, began to speak of their vision as a messenger being sent by God. She's scared that they will suffer the same fate as the lost tribe. Yeah. So strong. The key to the Saragon. Oh no, it's here. Okay. Would you read the book? Sure, why not? Malaria's Buster. It is an encyclopedia of monstrous and unknown creatures. I'm beginning to believe that they exist. These are some strange. Whoa. How's my sanity doing? Good for now, but I'm pretty sure the more I go, the more insane I'm gonna get.
That's twice you've stepped on my toes, Detective. Try not to make a habit of it.
I've got a lot of bad habits.
Some can be more fatal than others. What have you come looking for in this gallery?
First,
I'm not here to cause trouble, if that's what's worrying you.
Worry me? Don't overestimate yourself. If the last beating wasn't enough for you, I can always give it another go. But as long as you keep out of my way, you're free to carry on with your visit.
You know what? I'd rather not test her. I kind of want to test her, but...
All's fair in love and war, I suppose.
Not now, sweetheart. I'd like to read this without some snoop looking over my shoulder.
Fine. Ugh. You didn't even put it inside the keyhole, dingus. I don't like where this is going. The minute I see that closet, no. Hell no. The hell is Jabba the Hutt doing here? Nah, I see a fucking closet. I know what's gonna happen.
Have fun, Jimmy.
Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me? Examine the Shambler. That's the Shambler.
The man transformed an entire wing of his manor into an art gallery.
Oh, Jesus, that's a bleeding Buddha, I think. No? It's strangling something. What the fuck is that? Type of bird? Incredible. Okay, first I'm gonna survey my surroundings because I only see two closets to go to. What the? Ooh, I filled up my oil. Hot dog. So I see 2 spots to run to. Okay, what else? It's so dark with this pottery, but I love this exhibit. It's so beautiful and transcending. Speaking of transcendence. Oh, I love how it got dark fast. Something tells me I'm gonna have to fight fire with fire. Okay, so I know my 2 layouts of the land. And you're the Shambler. Here we go. Buddy behind you. His hair is different. Okay, so what the fuck am I... I'm sorry, what?
What the hell was that?
I can't tell. I can't tell where it's at. Oh, I see it.
I want that monster in Dead by Daylight.
What the fuck am I supposed to... Nope. We're heading back in. What the fuck? What am I supposed to do with this thing? Is it only this guy? Like, what the hell am I supposed to do? I gotta go behind the painting? Oh, Jesus. So I can't look at it. Is that what I gotta do? He said to not look at the demon. Fucking hell! Fuck, 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 fuck! Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Oh fuck! What did I do? Fuck! So you cannot escape from this fucker. Fucking hell, man. Oh, so I gotta I can't look at it, but for some reason, This is not cool, man. Yeah, his Mori. This would be an interesting character in Dead by Daylight. But you'd have to do something. There has to be...
What the hell was that?
Oh fuck! Fight me! Fight me! Okay, so now I know there's a... What the fuck, man? I don't know, where is it?
Is this dagger part of Sanders' collection?
Oh. Okay. He drew a dagger with the tortured. Fucking hell! Oh fuck! Fuck, fuck, fuck! He sounds right behind me! I can't tell, man! So I gotta find the dagger. Fucking hell, man! So if I look at its general direction, is it always gonna follow me?
Damn. Did it hear that?
I think fine, guys.
fucking hell, man! Oh fucking hell, man. Shit. Like, I can't tell where it's at. Oh, god damn it. It was right behind me. Like, is it in one of those glass cases? Like, is it in inside one of those glass cases? Pictures, 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 pictures. Fucking hell. It looks like it gets faster every fucking time. I think I found it. Okay.
This dagger looks different.
Oh, fuck off! Stab him! Stab him!
the matter with you?
Fucking Christ, yo.
You sure you won't be needing that hand? You're losing it, Detective. At this rate, you're right. The bottle will get you before I do.
You didn't see anything.
I saw you within an inch of putting a dagger through your forearm. Did I miss something more interesting?
Oh god. The painting was cursed. Yeah, let's be optimistic. I don't want to sound like a loony, but let's go. Let's take the lunar go route.
I was attacked by a creature. I pushed it back, I think.
I think so too.
I ran, screamed, broke a pane of glass. You were in the next room and you didn't hear a thing.
If I hadn't heard a thing, I'd still be in the other room. The door was blocked. I got in as soon as I could. I like to look after my goods.
You mean me?
Don't flatter yourself, sweetheart. I'm talking about the contents of this gallery. And by the way, where do you think you're going with that dagger?
It saved my life. It's an extraordinary dagger.
You should talk to Algernon Drake. He's an antique dealer here on Darkwater. He'll tell you all about it. From what I saw in the ledgers, it was him who sold it to Sanders.
It's not your style to give me free information like that.
Take it as payment for being my canary. A simple trade-off. Now go see your antique seller. I still got things to settle with Irene.
I think she knows more about that painting than she's letting on. Huh? Do it! Oh, something was missing there. The nameless bookstore. The Shambler turned out to be much more than an artwork painting by Sarah Hawkins, as a huge creature came out of the painting to attack Pierce. After the hard fight, the detective managed to send it back into the painting. He later discovered that the dagger he used to repel the creature had been sold to Sanders by a man named Algernon Drake, owner of the nameless bookstore. He decides to pay the library a visit. I'm sorry, do what? I lost complete focus on what I said there. Jesus. Whoa, there's blood. That's not good. Yeah. God, this game is ridiculous. It's ridiculous indeed. Okay, so...
Where's the bookseller?
There's blood, so we should probably follow the blood prints.
Another volume of the Reverend's wife's diary.
The pastor declared himself to be a prophet. He renounced God as a strange pagan entity with a monstrous appearance. His wife tried to reason with her husband, but in vain. He was convinced that he must listen to this voice in his head because it holds the truth. Kinda sounds similar to what's going on right now. Very pagan and religious things going on. So what's the reason for this light, though? Like, why does it give me the option to do that? Will the light give me some bear significance to it or something? I don't know. Only God knows.
So that was the monster that killed her man.
Oh yeah. Anatomy. Nice. Alright, let's go search some more shit. Got some brain surgery or some stuff. I don't know much about anatomy, so don't come talk to me about it. I'm just a duncy guy. I don't know much about what's going on here. Okay. I'm pretty sure it's... Why is there a chair looking... I'm not gonna... You know what? Whatever. Let's go see what else is going on here. Darkwater history. A Puritan colony led by Reverend John Wicketwood settled on the island during the 17th century. They named the island Darkwater because of the dark shades of the sea. They believed it was because of the peculiar color of rock surrounding the island. They erected the first buildings, among which were the Hawkins Manor, the church, and the cemetery. The rare documents and handwritten notes left by spoke of nightmares and deviant behaviors. They disappeared at the beginning of the 18th century. Interesting, interesting. Oh yeah, so let's go on. So we got 6. Oh yeah, that's right, I died. I died, so I forgot that I was dealing with that. Okay, so dark. Meet the Shambler. It is in Francis Sanders. Yeah. It is in Francis Sanders' private gallery that Pierce discovers the identity of a Shambler. The huge artwork painted by Sarah Hawkins. When Pierce approached it, a creature burst forth from the painting and immediately chased after him. This creature is from another dimension and has a hold on the mind of a person who finds himself in its presence. That a simple glance in its direction is enough for Pierce to lose some sanity. Pierce finally managed to send the Shambler back to the painting using the dagger engraved with a strange symbol. This encounter left its mark on the psyche of the... Still under the influence of the creature, he almost stabbed his own hand. Freaking Christ, you're telling me, man, like, what the hell? Inhabitants, the Sanders residents, all in shades of red and gold. It is impressive, but nothing matches the private gallery of Francis Sanders. The place is huge and entirely dedicated to his passion for troubling and macabre works. The figures of virgins, sacrificial daggers, statue of monsters in the painting that led him to his demise takes center stage. The Shambler, a painting by Sarah Hawkins, a close friend of the couple. What happened in this room, I will never be able to forget. The dagger of the ancients. So now we have this dagger. This exceptional dagger of Ottoman origin probably dates from the 16th century. It bears the elder sign on its hilt. Vizier. Apparently belonged to the Paragali Abraham Pasha, Grand Vizier at the court of Suleiman the Magnificent. Legends tell that Paragali used the symbol on the dagger to protect the court from a creature that haunted the mirrors of the palace. What is certain is that Suleiman had his vizier executed. Did he fear him after the demonstration of power? Probably. Anyone would. So the painting of the Shambler. The painting was exposed in Francis Sanders' gallery. I think the creature no longer requires it for movement. It went to hunt down Sanders in the cellars of the Riverside Institute. I do not know where it comes from, but one thing is for sure, it's starving. Did I succeed in sending it back to its world? I am not sure. Me neither. Dimensional Shambler. The Dimensional Shambler comes from a dark and inhospitable dimension where the rarities of food sources keeps it in a state of permanent starvation. That is why in a constant state of readiness to travel through other dimensions in order to feed on the inhabitants. Make sure you never weaken your veils of your dimension. Otherwise you risk attracting this dangerous creature. Should this happen, you just have to lay eyes upon it for its being to anchor itself in your dimension and to allow it to rip you open with its claws. But it's kind of hard not to stare at the motherfucker when you don't know if he's like freaking 3 inches behind you. Cause these are not, now I know these are not omnidirectional fucking headphones, so I didn't know where the hell he was coming from. Like, all I hear him is from behind, but I couldn't tell if it was from left or right. Men will gather the knowledge through the lines dictated to me by the great old ones. But also in the Valder volumes, the visions that assail me whisper me names and silhouettes of mystical creatures. Soon the malus nostrum, respiratory of anatomical, cosmic and dimensional knowledge will be seen as authoritative work. This book, unholy among the most cursed books, will be one day be the final rampart between the predators that are waiting to devour him, hidden behind the veils of parallel worlds. I'm tongue twisted in all types of hell because I don't know what the fuck is going on. Like, I don't know what the hell to think anymore. Like, obviously this game is just went through one straight.
The Book of Zion is the foundational work behind Helena Blavatsky's theosophical movement. Its followers place truth on the same footing as a religion.
These Tibetan writings are at the origin of the Aristotic esoteric movement founded by Helena Blavatsky at the end of the movement of the 19th century. Jesus, I zoned out there. Like, good God, I'm just trying to still grasp my bearings here. The creator of Theosophy has been drawn extensively on the text of this work, but no one has ever been able to consult them. I thought they didn't exist. This book discovered at the nameless bookstore on Blackwater could be this much as a fake as irrefutable proof of Blavatsky's sincerity. And now we know more occultism. Yay for insanity. Few minutes closer and we're gonna be on the verge of insanity. Oh goody. Give me that. Is there anything else here? Anything worth looking at? Anything. Ooh. The volume of Darkwater. As much as the whaling industry reaches peak of the rest of the world, which gradually disappears from the water surrounding Darkwater, the phenomenon appears even more mysterious because up until now the region was a favored refuge for sea oceans. In 1847, after months of pursuit, Scylla returns to the port with a gigantic creature on board. Its crew asserts that a sea monster had eaten all of the disappeared whales. After a night of ferocious combat, the survivors managed to drag the beast into the whaling ship. Woo! Oh, another sonogram. Goody. Click. It looks like I have an endless supply of oil, so I guess that's good. Fucking, I'm still trying to grasp my things about the goddamn Shambler. Like, if I have to meet with this goddamn creature more than once, then he'd be a good Dead by Daylight boss. Medicine. Sure, let's read the book.
What does this strange book contain? This book contains unholy knowledge.
Oh shit. Catalogs, classifies creatures that I've never heard of. Divinities from the stars. Creatures are capable of traveling from another dimension to another. Presents itself as a reference on the bestiary of the myth, without giving details on the mythology in which it refers. The pages are covered with phantasmical artistry. So, this will have changed my destiny. My destiny has already been changed now that I've met the fucking Shambler.
What happened here?
Oh, great.
Let's start over. Where did they break in from? Blood. Seems like amateur work.
They're freaking scrubs. What you expect? Okay, the blood. Slowly creeping up to here.
Someone tall left this footprint. A man, probably.
Alright, what else can we find out? Oh.
No sign of struggle. If the burglar smashed this jar, it wasn't intentionally. Was he hurt then?
Yeah, I'm gonna go insane by the end of this. I'm pretty sure. Nothing else here.
What killed all these animals? What sort of thief leaves his tools at the crime scene? What happened that made the burglar flee before finishing his work?
Oh, God. Oh, no.
What the... Charles Hawkins? What's happening to Hawkins? What sort of power did Sarah Hawkins' painting possess? Sarah Hawkins helped hide something in this safe.
I don't like where this is going.
Drake put in a great deal of effort to hide whatever is in here. Everything is linked to the Sarah Hawkins case.
I think it's because of all the occult stuff I'm looking at. It's probably what's causing him to mess up this, this crime thing.
Drake left instructions on how to find the combination of his safe.
Okay, so page seems to be hidden here. It's possible to read. If someone finds these memories, there no doubt be that I'm in serious trouble. My last and only hope is that my body and bones are still in the planes of reality, in the planes that can be recovered and burned. A funeral urn must be given to my dear mother if she's still in this world. Following message is of capital importance. Whoever reads these lines and demonstrates acuity as sharp as mine can hope to gain access to my precious possession. It lies within my safe, and the clues to my combination are to be found in 3 cylinders, each where life and study combine in the Greek world. In the Greek world, life and study. Okay, each cylinder is numbered, even as the celebrated author says, order is the pleasure of reason, but disorder is the delight of imagination. Indeed, despite my preference of organized chaos, I must admit that the reason is unusually prevails in the end. If by chance a person, or should I say a genius, was to match my intellect and find the combination to the safe, I would ask that they deliver its contents into safekeeping of my friend and colleague, Professor Artemage of Mesotectonic University. The contents of the safe is not only a vast digest of knowledge, but also a weapon that is far too dangerous for it to fall into the wrong hands. I hope that you will be able to appreciate the danger that it represents, and that you will act accordingly. In any event, I will neither be there to guide you nor to suffer from your actions. So it's the clues lie in the life and study combined in the Greek world. Order is the pleasure of reason, but disorder is the pleasure of imagination. Alright, so let's see if we can find this. A
strange amulet. I have a feeling I'd better not touch it.
But you just touched it! Yo, I should not touch it. In my bag it goes, in my pocket, whatever. I don't care. God damn it, dude. This is how I know you're slowly losing madness.
What link did you find between Charles Hawkins and an old amulet?
Good lord. The key of Riley file. This key that bears the Elder sign is the only one able to protect your psyche. It in the form of a cylindrical medallion hanging on its end of a heavy chain. Hundreds of years ago, the star and the branch whose purpose is to push back the forces of the Gold Great Ones were engraved at the center. Everything points to it being Charles Hawkins that tore it from the last owner, an Egyptian antique dealer. In press cuttings that mention the misdemeanor, the date of the robbery coincides with the last of the Hawkins trips to Cairo. Excuse me. It remains to be seen whether he knows of the true purpose of the artifact. Try to find it. So it looks like we gotta find the key.
Is everyone on this island taking sleeping pills?
No shit. No doubt from looking at homegirl's fucking pictures. So he said it's on the cylinders. Okay.
Arkham editions. Never heard of them.
Esoteric philosophy and key.
How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham Editions. Arkham Editions. Never heard of them.
Do it again.
Do what again?
Things are not looking good.
You can say that again. Good God. So we gotta find the combination to that cultish looking safe. So this should be freaking grand and beautiful. I'm sorry, but do what again? I lost focus. He said it was in cylinders. Does that mean that I have to find the cylinders, or is it in those books? I'm slowly progressing my medical. God damn, my occultism is not looking good. I want to be on the path of medicine. So I'm guessing that's what he meant. What the? Oh, cylinders.
Cylinders that Drake tried to hide. I should perhaps listen to them.
And I'm guessing each number represents the. Each number represents what the first numbers are, the combinations.
These red rocks, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
Oh, hang on. The path of madness. Alright, hang on.
I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny.
So the king and the dark soldiers.
I finally understood that we were, dear friend. I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham.
Oh, okay.
Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
Alright, so let's go back to here.
Rocks, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets. I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our numbers
soldiers, so it must be
and my will
pawns.
strengthens as I finally, dear friend.
The
I
Arkham
thank you again for
editions.
the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me.
The Queen has little protection.
Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research.
So,
I never tire of browsing through them.
so she's getting bodied right now.
The Queen has little protection.
So I'm guessing that from the soldiers. So that would be 1, 2, 3, and probably 4. Is that a king or a bishop? What the fuck, motherfucker! Ah, it's looking off. Here we go. All right, so yeah, from the dark soldiers, so the pawns. So it's either gonna be 6 or 3. And then he mentioned red drops, gold, and a chalice.
The chalice of knowledge.
So he said the red stones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think. The chalice of knowledge. Can you not? Okay, so if I stop where the crack is, start from the crack and end where the crack is, that'll help me. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5. I'm guessing that crack was there to indicate where to start and where to end. Alright, and now the Arkham series. So I'm guessing it's 6, 5, or 3, 6, and he said volume 9. Was it volume 9?
And these red rocks, like precious, dear friend. I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other
I guess it's 9.
particularly relevant to my reading. I never tire of browsing through them.
What did Drake say about this collection?
Said volume 9. A book of spells was supposedly written by legendary King Solomon. It contains various rituals of the invocations and rituals of the cursed.
Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection?
Shush.
Drake talked about a particular volume.
Okay, where's volume 9? I just saw volume 9. That's 2. One, 2, 3. So 3. That's 5.
So
9.
these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message.
18. So a collection of poems by Derby Dickens. Edward Pickman Derby, also known as the Nightmare Lyrics. This collection of poems was sensationally received when the first published in 1908. Derby was only 18 years old. Okay.
What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in
So
his
he
message.
said volume 9, right?
Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
Azeroth and Horrors. Volume 9.
What did Drake say about this collection?
Is there nothing else? So I believe it was the first one was the thing, so that's 5. 6 and 9? Shit. So 5. I was right! It was the soldiers in the first time. What the hell is this book of the Necronomicon doing? Bullshit version of the Necronomicon. It doesn't have the painting of a face, but... Just move all this shit aside. What the hell's happening in your face, bro? Oh god, here we go. Oh boy. Here we go again. God, the light is even on here and I'm oh god, no, not again. Chapter 8, the Riverside Institute, and the nameless bookstore. Oh, excuse me. Pierce traced the trail to an attempted burglary. He discovered that Charles Hawkins was behind the attempt. Pierce opened the bookseller's safe to find what was the ladder and Sarah Hawkins had hidden there. A book covered in human skin. The fucking Necronomicon! Lied inside. Irresistibly attracted the detective. When he opened it, his mind was projected into another body. Oh. Well, here we go. If you guys don't know, the Necronomicon was a famous piece of it was a book made of human flesh. Even the pages were made of human flesh. And the ink was made of human blood. It was very popular in the Evil Dead series. And it's quite well known either way. But if you guys know of the Evil Dead series, the Evil Dead franchise, like Evil Dead 1, 2, Army of Darkness, and then the Ash vs. Evil Dead series. So that it's pretty interesting how they have another book made of human skin. Because, you know, that's not freaking creepy at all. Ugh. It's kind of creepy as hell. Dude, this game is though freaking interesting right now. So far, it freaking caught me off guard with the scare factor. Getting caught by freaking this thing. Thank God it didn't have the speed of the alien, or I'd be automatically dead.
Dr. Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy.
Why am I in the body?
He asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
I'm in a woman's body.
You can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
Did you inject him with a tranquilizer?
No, Doctor. Not me, not anyone. Our stock is empty, yet again.
Again? But there was enough for the whole island.
More and more people are suffering from insomnia.
Oh, jeez.
We can't refuse to help.
Of course.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
What can you tell me about him?
He was highly agitated an hour ago. We were about to tie him down when he fell asleep. 10 minutes ago, he curled up into a fetal position. I thought he was waking up, but no.
I don't recognize him. Did he just arrive on the island?
He said he worked on the docks, but not with Captain Fitzroy.
Excuse me, I choked on my own saliva.
You know, the woman at the head of their gang. They call her Cat.
Oh, I see.
Do you have other questions?
What are his symptoms?
His temperature has gone down. His skin losing its color, his body rigid. I closed his eyes myself. They were glassing over. I didn't want them to dry out, and I couldn't bear to look at the expression on his face.
You did well. Don't worry. Let's stay professional, if you will. Show me his file.
That's not possible.
Don't tell me Dr. Fuller has taken this file as well. We need it.
That's why I called you. This man's ailment has been hidden from us.
Come on now. What was he treated for?
An intoxication, I was told. After inhaling chemicals.
This motherfucker.
That'll do for the time being.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
Very well. I'll examine him.
Alrighty then.
Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body.
I don't know much about that. Is those scars?
Skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin. Tender at the touch. Slightly sticky.
What?
30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia. Erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell.
So, Doctor, an opinion?
I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is.
He's gonna spout an alien!
Inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
You know, I'm not sure Dr.
That guy is a lying pansy. He's a phony. A great big phony. That guy doesn't know left from right. Or he does and he just doesn't want to do anything.
They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
Look at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
Oh, he's becoming like this guy. I think he's gonna become, if it's like suction cups rings, then he could be undergoing the mutation.
I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier...
He seemed to feel better?
Yes. Like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion. But
he's undergoing mutation. He's undergoing mutation.
I almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
No. This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations. And this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
Let's find out.
That it's not here.
Dr. Colden, may I know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing? How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations.
Are you sure?
I do to him what I do to all my patients. Provide him...
Experiment him to make him go insane.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There,
You son of a bitch.
What have you seen to put you in such a state?
His limbs, his body temperature. I don't know what experiments you've undertaken, but this is going too far.
Oh, I sense some excitement beneath your indignation. Could it be you wish to join me in my scientific endeavors?
So you are experimenting.
You're a brilliant physician, Dr. Fuller, but this man has the attributes of some kind of animal.
A kraken?
Fascinating. An animal, you say?
Cephalopods.
To be more precise. Cephalopod, perhaps.
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
Oh, excuse me.
And the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
Yeah, right.
I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
You were threatening me, bro.
Was that a threat? What did he mean?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices.
He's a douchebag.
My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything?
Yeah.
Is there no evidence of his crimes?
Let's leave her out of this. I don't want.
Don't you get involved in this. You've done enough already.
But doctor, this man is dying.
There's nothing we can do about it. He's in the hands of Dr. Fuller. Do you wish to end up like Elizabeth? With a diploma from Nightingale and the chores of a cleaning lady?
No. You're right.
Let me do my own investigation. It's time I found those missing files.
And where would you find those? In his office. What if you get caught?
I'd rather not think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep Mum.
Oh, so now I'm playing as now I'm playing as this girl. Great. So now we have to get into Fuller's office, and a lot of things we can't play as, we don't have Pierce's things because yeah, obviously he's not there with us. But yeah, holy shit, we're actually back in the Institute, but in the mind of Marie Cullen. Holy shit. This game is gonna get weirder and weirder. Alright, I've never seen such a collection of works on magic and occultism. Algernon Drake, the owner, prides himself being a luminary in the study of esoteric phenomena. This library was ransacked during an attempted burglary, and it holds numerous and rare or forbidden works. Its back room holds a protected safe by an ancient symbol. The Hound. Something tells me I'm going to have to deal with this thing. Maybe. It's just a guess. Hoo ha, hoo ha, hoo ha, hoo ha. I don't know where that came from, but excuse me. Alright, we're gonna end it off on this note. Good God, this game is gonna get even more nuttier and nuttier by the minute. I was freaked out by that goddamn creature. The Shambler, excuse me. But we'll continue this more tomorrow. I'll try to stream more at the same time. Or if anything, you guys will just know when it gets uploaded. So, thank you guys so much for watching. And until that next part, this is your boy Lobo, and I'll be howling out now. Good night.